We are from Organizational Behavior Group A. Today I'm going to talk about the assignment problem solving activity about the SME named by his Daisy. Next, I'm going to introduce the group members. So the first member will be ZETTEE SURAYA BINTI ISKANDAR with a matrix number 280056, and the second member is NURSYAFIKA PITRI BINTI SYAFRIZAL with a matrix number 280916, and the third member, myself, YEESHHHVAR and GUNALAN, and my matrix number is 288603, and our leader will be HALIDA SURAYA BINTI ZULKIFLI with a matrix number 288930, and the last member will be NURFATIN Fadhlian BINTI FAUZI with a matrix number 289474.
Hello, my name is SYAFRIZAL and my matrix number is 2896. I would like to start my presentation for Group 6. For the introduction, Daisy is a kebaya payung specialist, a pioneer in embroidery traditional dress house that comes with payung. They are created in their style with a variety of vibrant colors and designs that are perfectly suited to modern life. Daisy's value is to make kebaya favorable again among modern Muslim women nowadays by delivering happiness through their high quality materials. Daisy offers Muslim women appropriate clothing as well as produce a range of kebaya payung aimed at the most comfortable and elegant way of wearing it. The products of Daisy are included kaftan, many types and designs of kebaya and payus, and also other accessories for women to pair with their attires. Daisy usually launch new designs around public holiday such as Hari Raya or New Year's Eve. The fabric used to manufacture their products are extraordinarily nice and high quality, making the brand more trustworthy and visible. They are also keeping the tradition alive by wearing the kebaya, which the biggest supplier of fabric for their kebaya is Indonesia. The company was founded in 2018 and the company's Commission of Malaysia (SSM) was only registered with 3 manpowers. They now have their physical boutique in Ceras, Kuala Lumpur, and it is the first boutique for Daisy. People find it easy to shop in stores because they can feel and try the items they want to buy. That's all for me. I will pass to my next members.
Hi, a very good day. My name is YEESHHHVAR and GUNALAN, and my matrix number is 288603. Today I'm going to talk about the main problem faced by his Daisy. So their main problem is that they were having trouble with paying their overhead costs. Due to COVID-19, many people had to pull back on their spendings, and since by his Daisy mainly sells kebaya, many people thought that this was not the right time to purchase it, and it was not essential for them. So their fixed costs such as rent cannot be paid on time due to their downfall in sales. And so the average value of a kebaya is between RM179 and 244. Many people will think twice about purchasing it because the value of the kebaya is not too high or too low. And this event had a terrible effect on the company because their sales were decreasing and they were on loss profit, but they still had a lot on their plate to be settled, such as rent and to pay the wages of their staff. And since their showroom and boutiques were located in Ceras, the rent is already expensive to begin with, and their utilities bills must also be paid monthly. And the loan approval for SMEs are very low, so they cannot solve the problem by taking the loan. And since the beginning of COVID-19 and the MCO, the staff of Daisy were ordered to halt their working session since they do not fall into such essential industry, and this also added up a problem for them. Within a week of the MCO, 70% of small and SME reported a 50% downfall in their sales, so which is a very bad effect for all the SMEs out there.
The first factor is lack of marketing strategies. The business has a great potential to increase sales. Due to the widespread COVID-19 cases, Daisy is sadly unable to generate the profitable sales that were anticipated without conducting adequate research into the company, product, pricing, and marketing strategies. This factor won't be present and other people won't be aware of the company as it stands. The needs of the customer, particularly the current trends, are difficult for HALIDA to comprehend and recognize. To attract more customers and increase profit, the business must pay closer attention and develop fresh marketing approach. The second factor is high competition among other companies. In addition, fierce competition is another element impeding these companies' growth. Numerous businesses have to close since COVID-19 because they run the risk of filing for bankruptcy. The majority of the customers decide to shop carefully and save their own money, which resulted in decline in sales. The competition from other business selling medical supplies like face masks, gloves, hand sanitizer, and vitamin was fierce for HALIDA as well. During the pandemic, customers frequently purchased these items over clothing. The third factor is infirmity in budget planning. Without proper budget planning, HALIDA suffers from a lack of financial saving and out-of-control spending, making it difficult for them to cover their overhead costs. Because HALIDA products are expensive, the company doesn't look into ways to lower the cost of their product and the cost of the finishing product in order to save money. Additionally, HALIDA does not break down their revenue and expense into monthly amount because their expenses are greater than their income. This is why the business must continually pay higher overhead costs. Additionally, the business never assigns each category of spending to determine which need to be reduced.
Hi, my name is NURFATIN Fadhlian binti FAUZI, matrix number 289474. I will continue the fourth factor, which is incompetency of employees. The increasing minimum wages and salary leads HALIDA to hire part-time workers instead of full-time workers. In their view, this will turn down the spending more money on unnecessary things. The disadvantage of hiring part-time workers is they will find the worker less dedicated to their job scope as they did not spend much time at work and not contribute any help. HALIDA will waste their time teaching the same thing to a new workers since part-time workers only work for a short time. This slide shows the consequences that faced by HALIDA. There are 4 consequences, which is the increase in sales, uncertainty in employees, fail to achieve the goals, and poor working environment. The first one is the sharp increase in the company sales. As the price of the product is high and hard to own, the company will have a hard time generating their own sales and continue this business operating. The income is not enough to cover all the basic operation and will affect negatively. This will cause a lack of confidence from the sales team to find a way to fix this problem since the company constantly on paying the expenses instead of the gain revenue. The company must understand how sales affect the accounting and plan the use to run the company. This will assist them in developing a better projection, pricing strategies, and budget. The second point is promote the feeling of uncertainty among employees. The company is lack on boost workers' confidence. The reason why that every employees are not productive and insecure about sharing their ideas and causing the company to miss out on potential innovation. Ms. Shafnita feels that taking care of employees is the key to running a successful business as an employer and business owner. Employees are the reason why her company is still operating rather than being closed. Recognizing the employees' effort will help to improve the working environment and HALIDA International's brand as a whole. Failure in achieving the company goals. Making the same mistake without learning the lesson when facing a crisis can cause a negative impact on business or mostly lead to bankruptcy. The company is not motivated and inspired to reach its goal. The company will start to avoid setting a higher goals because they are fear of failure and and being judged in the future. They are not putting any effort into achieving the goals and lose the opportunity to move forward and to learn and grow. Establish a poor environment are the last consequences which will cause the job to be delayed and fail. The part-time worker will face overworking in the company because of the shortage of employees, and they are paid less than a full-time worker even if they are working overtime. The employees need a place to work comfortably and have a fair timetable for working hours to give a better outcome. Employees will find that it is hard to work under the company and end up resigning. The quality of the work can be affected because the employees are working on the job scope and not based on their own skill. This can increase the product being damaged and need to pay for the compensation. Last but not least, customer will know that this company has a poor potential for the product, and this is symbolized that there is not good quality if they buy this product. The poor service but higher price of product will lead to customer dissatisfaction and loss of customer.
Hi, my name is ZETTEE Suraya binti Muhammad Iskandar. My metric number 280056. Here is our framework. You can see there is the main factor and consequence. The main factor is our framework is a loss of profit due to the COVID-19 and MCO. As you all know, for the 2 past years, business around the world are affected one way or another by COVID-19, and for us MCO further worsen the situation. The next point, our framework, you can see the factor which is lack of marketing strategy, infirmity of budget planning, incompetency of employee, and high competition among other company. Next, we move to the next framework, which you can see is consequence. The consequence of the main factor are sharp decrease in the company sales. First, they promote the feeling of uncertainty, failure in achieving the company goals, and establish a poor work environment.
Our group's interview with Ms. Shafnita revealed a few recommendations, or perhaps better, solutions that by his DESI had implemented in order to address the primary issue of declining sales and revenue as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. By his DESI must maintain the pace by taking these suggestions into account if it wants to ensure the survival and durability of this company without the possibility of it filing for bankruptcy. There are 3 recommendations that will be presented in this video. The first is participating in the financial and economic recovery strategy, then recruiting more potential employees by internship program, and lastly, looking for other business opportunities. Let us take a look at these 3 recommendations. The first recommendation is participating in financial and economic recovery strategy that the Malaysian Prime Minister had unveiled on June 5, 2020. This program was initiated in response to the weak global economy and a substantial decline in Malaysia's economic growth as a result of the COVID-19. The government also announced and taken additional steps to support Malaysians, especially vulnerable groups and B40s and small medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. By his DESI was able to pay employees' salaries and wages throughout the economic downturn thanks to the financial support from the government provided by the Wage Subsidy Program PSU launched in this recovery plan. Additionally, the business had taken part in the Prihatin Rakyat Economic Stimulus Plan, which reassigns employers' contribution by enrolling small and medium-sized enterprises (SMEs) in the taxation installment payment plan in order to provide professional help for additional money and cash flow. Secondly, the management team of By His DESI might need to think about adding interns to their team to ensure graduates aware of the opportunity This may be accomplished by posting the internship offer on a job search website like the JobStreet. Due to the lower compensation payout for internships, it might be able to balance payroll expenses and reach a positive cash flow budget. YEESHHHVAR can gain from a number of benefits if they decided to start recruiting interns, including providing those interns with mentorship opportunities, which will enable current staff to engage with these students, communicate with them, and ultimately mentor them. It is also undeniable that interns often offer new perspectives and point of view. This will give them fresh perspective on the projects, efforts, and objectives of the company. Finally, by looking for other business opportunities, some companies thrive while others fail due to their ability to grab the business opportunities that are wide open today. Managers are successful because they recognize possibilities of these chances before others do, plan for them, and then design business models to make a profit from them. What can we understand from the term business opportunities is that it brings the meaning of the chance to take advantage of an occurrence in the market to begin a business or revive an old business. The current focus of YEESHHHVAR is the textile and apparel sector. But in order to successfully manage its cash flow, the company should be open to seeking out new business opportunities. Ms. Shafnita might want to think about creating a new model of business within the company, such as food and beverages or face masks.
For the conclusion, conducting a problem-solving activities improve the student communication and critical thinking skills when it comes to applying what they have taught in schools to real-world situations. We learned from the survey and discussion with the owner of ZETTEE International Berhad that the company has been having troubles since the pandemic COVID-19 broke out, and that the company has had to cover its losses as the economy has been improved. ZETTEE International Berhad experienced a few drawbacks during the operation of their business. The operating issue faced in their management or in increasing their revenue, which include lack of marketing strategies, infirmity in budget planning, and incompetency of employees who need to failure in accomplishing their mission. ZETTEE International Berhad had their ways of overcoming the problems, and will also assist in making some recommendations based on the issues to help the business owner solve the issues. Besides, the manager could explore developing a new model such as food and beverage or masks. As a result, we recommend that the manager should advertise an internship program to recruit additional potential employees. Thank you, that's all for me.